All right, welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel. Today we are working on a lawnmower, and this is part of life out here. So there are so many things that we need, and it would be nice to buy all new equipment all the time. Buy new lawnmowers and new tractors and new implements and new, 3-point things and side by sides and all these things that we definitely use out here. But you just can't do that, and so a lot of times what we end up doing is buying a lot of older used equipment, which means that we have to repair things. And this little yard tractor, unfortunately, we still have a lot of grass around here that I have to cut. I haven't tilled it all up yet, and so we do have to have a working lawn tractor. We bought this for a few $100s used last year when our other used lawnmower blew up, and so we got another used one. And unfortunately, we're having some trouble with the deck. One of the pulleys broke off. This is like a 1980s model Simplicity, and it actually is a good little tractor for the age of it. And it just needs some repair now and then, and so we're gonna go ahead and get the deck fixed today. We've got a bolt that broke off inside a bearing, basically, or a spindle on the deck, and so we're gonna see if we can fix this. So this is the repair that we need to make, and right down here you can see this spindle, this pulley is supposed to go on there, and it has a bolt that secures it, but it sheared right off. So we're gonna pull this deck out and see if we can get at this thing, and I'm gonna see if we can back this bolt out of there, and then we'll have to go buy a new replacement. I'm not sure exactly the size of it. We'll have to run up to the hardware store, get a new one, and see if we can fix this. If we can't get it fixed this way, this whole spindle part here can be replaced, but it's like 90 bucks, so I'd like to avoid that. Easiest deck to take off that I've ever had. Wheel it out here a little bit. There you go. So it looks like I can see this shiny kind of steel on this where it got rubbed loose, and it looks like this possibly came loose, and this was probably going wobbling all over in here, and that's why it broke off. But this is really loose. I'm not sure if there's another bushing that goes in this hole, or if it's just the tension. It's got a spline on it here, so I know it fits right down onto that, and then this just probably pulls it tight. But I might pull up a parts diagram and see if I can see if there's a bushing or something I'm missing, or that came loose or fell off in the yard somewhere when this broke. But we'll see. Hopefully we can just get that bolt out, and I can run up and get a replacement for this and just hook it back up. That'd be nice. So we picked up this extractor kit. I've never actually had one of these. I'm sure this will be handy to have around here, but basically what this is you drill a hole in the bolt that you need to take out, and then these are kind of like backwards threaded drill bits almost. They'll screw in there and get real tight, and then you can put a ratchet on the top of it or a wrench and screw this bolt out. That's the plan. So we'll see how well this will work for us. Looks like this comes with 5 different sizes, so we're going to see if we can figure out which size will work best for us. I think this is going to be fine. Alright, and then it tells us that for EX3 we need a 5/32 drill bit. Yeah, and I'm going to use some of this penetrating oil. I'm going to just put it on the top, and hopefully I can get some to seep in here around this thing, because I'm sure it's probably seized up in there. This is called penetrating oil.
Oh, okay.
Deeper the better. Alright, let's... Okay. Alright, looks like it's still not quite grabbing. I think it's bottoming out on my hole here, so we're going to try to go a little deeper. Now it bit in.
What's happened?
And that's tool steel, so I probably won't be able to drill that out with the drill bits I have without a drill press. So, fail. Alright, so I think that was probably too small of an extractor to use on this size bolt, so we'll try to get the next size in there. This is an EX4. I don't know if I'll be able to drill through that that old bit in there or not. So we'll see what happens. No way. Not even a chance that we'll be able to drill through that that tool hardened steel. Awesome. Looks like we're taking the whole thing apart, and I'm gonna have to look at getting a new spindle. I got no other options here. Might as well replace the bearings and everything else in here too.
Right. It's really fun. Gonna set up the
So, tool I bought this at Harbor Freight, my first time ever visiting there. So it's these, just a bunch of little adapters, and basically this just allows me to throw this in my impact driver and put any size socket on the end of it. It comes with 3 different sizes. So I can put this on my extension, chuck it in my impact, and it makes quick work of these. Okay. Yeah, it looks like, oh, there's a lot of grease in here, which is good. Okay, there's the spindle. Let's get a towel. So this is the culprit. There's the end that the blade mounts to underneath, and there is the end that we broke off the extractor in. You know what? I think it was the way it should have gone anyway, because this spindle, you can see, look at the teeth on this spindle. Really chewed up on the top end. This is where that pulley goes for the belt, and even worse, look at the bottom end. Totally worn off here. All the splines, that's where the bottom part and the blade and everything attaches, and so it was needed to be replaced anyway. In fact, this is probably why that part failed, because the spindle was loose and they're wobbling all over the place, and so definitely could have been dangerous. Actually, blade could have come off or something else. So we'll check some local places, see if we can get this locally, and if not, we'll order it online. All right, new parts. Took a couple days, and a diagram. All right, so this is it's a Briggs & Stratton part. So this is the old one, and the new one lines right up with it, and it came with bearings on it. So we got new bearings and everything, and you can tell what a difference in the shaft. Man, this now you can really see how worn out that old one was. This one, man, it just looks nice. So new bearings and everything, and it came with a diagram which actually shows how this goes together, which is nice. There's a retaining ring in here that I don't remember ever seeing. Maybe I lost it. So let's get this. Let's get all our parts back out and start putting this back together. looks like everything is working the way it should, and I can't ask for anything more. As long as we can keep this thing running and cutting grass, that's all I care about. So I think this tractor is in 1985, so it's had a few years on it, and I think it's been rebuilt a couple times. Engine parts, a lot of them look new, and so you know what? It's a good little tractor for a couple $100. If it lasts us 3 or 4 years, then we've done really well. And this is how it is out here. Sometimes we just have to work with old equipment, and that means we got to make repairs sometimes, and we have to expect that it's going to cost some money sometimes. So over on Amazon for this repair was about $67, I think. I'll put a link in the description to the part in case anybody's actually doing this particular repair. They can find the part. It's actually a Briggs & Stratton part. And then the only other thing I had to buy was a bolt from Ace Hardware that was $1.50, I think. So not too bad to get this thing up and running again. I do think I might have to replace that pulley on the top as well. It was a little sloppy on there, and the splines are worn out a little bit. So we'll see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Quick repair today on the old yard tractor. I'm about to get the big tractor out and do a little bit of demolition around here. So wish me luck. I'll take you guys along for that as well. Should be fun. As always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on the video and every video on the SSL Family Dad channel. It makes a big difference for us. And subscribe, of course, if you'd like to follow along. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.